Arman missing weight is leverage for Ilia to duck. Thank you for the $2. True. Hey, Guru, I think their counter... It's not leverage for Ilia to duck if the UFC has told him. Arman's not ducking Ilia. Ilia is not ducking Arman whilst in pursuit of Islam Makhachev, who left the division rather than fighting him. He's not ducking Arman Tsarukyan, who went to a split decision with Charles Oliveira, so he can knock the fuck out of Charles Oliveira in a few minutes. Who is Arman? Who are you guys talking about? Fucking close decision with Gamrot, split decision with Oliveira. Ilia's knocking people the fuck out and dominating them. I'm bringing up Arman like people are ducking him, dude. What are people ducking? The fuck? Dude, Arman's the real problem. But Ilia, Ilia's ducking him to move up to welterweight and fight Makhachev if he beats JDM. But Arman, Ilia don't want nothing to do with that. But he'll step up and fight Oliveira up a weight class, knock him the fuck out in a few minutes. He'll defend against Max Holloway after his Gaethje performance, knock him out in 3 rounds. Come on, man. But Arman, he's ducking Arman. He's scared of Arman, though. Dude, he's terrified of Arman. Oh, look out, dude. He's actively pursuing and chasing Islam Makhachev and doing everything it takes to try and push for that fight. But dude, that's because he's avoiding Arman. He's avoiding Arman so he can take on the easy matchup, the layup of Islam Makhachev is what these guys are asking about. He don't want nothing to do with Arman Tsarukyan, no, guys. The guy who got wobbled and nearly fucking finished by fucking whatever his name was. That fucking guy whose name was just on my fucking head. That's the reason why I listed Arman doing it. But yeah, Joaquin Silva, I think his name is. People forget, man. Joaquin Silva stuffed the takedowns of Arman and fucking rocked his shit with a massive hook in the pocket and had him wobbled all over the place. Then gassed out going for a guillotine and then fucking got beaten up on the ground. But dude, Ilia... Ilia don't want Arman's problems. Fuck Arman, dude. Since the Prize Pick sponsor, there's been less vids. Thank you for the 2. Dude, since the fucking Prize Pick sponsor, the UFC has been fucking dead. Don't put that on there. Did you see the grey shirt meet Jablir? No. Don't do a Prize Pick sponsor. There's been less videos. There hasn't been less videos. There's been a lack of UFC shit going down. Don't act like we ain't had the whole fucking sport in a logjam for the past 6 months. Grey shirt meet Jablir. I bet I wouldn't even be able to tell if he did. I could just take a video of 2 Indians. Do you think with all your fight knowledge you could beat a guy your size who's never trained or watched MMA? Oh, easy. If they never trained or watched MMA, I'm easily whipping them. Thank you for the €5, Marcelo Cunha. I appreciate you, brother. Paddy and Gaethje don't want to fight Arman. Facts. If Paddy Pimblett was offered Arman Tsarukyan and nothing else and said this is the title elimination bout, he takes the fight. Simple as that. It's not everyone scared of Arman. Hatim, who's just been arguing Chimaev. It's you lot, man. It's you NPC hordes from the East. They believe in the same thing as you, maybe. I don't even know if Arman does. You got no fighters of your own, Hatim. We get it, man. Fucking hell. Jesus Christ. You're making all the wrong arguments. Ngannou struck Shavkat's family with a motorcycle. Okay. There you go. Don't say that. Dan Hooker called out Arman. Him and Paddy are the only top contenders at 155 that are fighters. Dude, Pimblett will fight Arman Tsarukyan. He will. Even if he says in an interview, you don't deserve it, and they're trying to shit talk Arman in that way and diminish him and call him a rich boy. If the UFC tells Paddy you're fighting Arman next for a title shot, then he'll take the fight. Simple as that. It's all facts, plus I'm not Arab, I'm from the East. But I told you you're from the East. Thank you for the $2. It's not facts if it's a prediction, by the way. Thank you for the $2. They're not ducking Arman. No one's ducking Arman. Arman Paddy, October. Winner gets a title shot. The UFC has told Arman you're not getting a title shot. And the dude's cried for a title shot ever since. It's not anyone's fault but his. Seriously. If you would have fought someone by now, there'd be no discussion. If you would have fought... if the professional fighter, Arman Tsarukyan, would have fought someone within the last 19 fucking pay-per-views. 19 pay-per-views. Because we've got UFC 319 coming up. And he was at UFC 300. If Arman would have got off of his fucking ass for the past 19 pay-per-views, for the past year and 4 months of time, and for anyone, there'd be no discussion. But he sat on his ass and done nothing. The entire time. Because he's a bitch. Fuck him. Fuck Arman, dude. He ain't a fucking real fighter. Paddy said he wants Gaethje instead. Look it up. Okay, so he's calling out Gaethje thinking Arman's going to get the shot. Thank you for the $2. Dude, Hatim, you're listing that fighters have called out other fighters. Arman has called out Pimblett before. Pimblett has called out Arman before. Pimblett has called out Gaethje before. Ilia has called out everyone before. So what? There's a list of one point in history of someone calling out the other one. That's what fucking happens. Jesus Christ. This is what I'm talking about, guys, with these guys from the East. They're all bots. People from the East, there's too much population over there. They have no individuality. They're just fucking drones. Like hordes, like a fucking plague. It's insane. I told you about it, man. Let's imagine for a second God rewards the boys with Paddy versus Hooker title eliminator. We deserve it. That'd be the worst thing possible. That'd be the worst outcome possible. Gaethje, Arman, or Pimblett need to be involved in the title elimination bout. So they need to be against each other. Werner Gorlick, I appreciate the $5. Gaethje don't want to fight anyone. Paddy wants only Gaethje. At least Hooker the only one with balls. Hooker versus Arman will be the next fight. Thank you for the $5. I appreciate that. I think if the UFC offered Arman Pimblett and Pimblett Arman, they would fight each other for a title shot. If they said that's what it was. This is in the UFC's hands. And Gaethje's doing that as well. I really feel like it should be Max Arman rather than Arman Paddy. Paddy has done well against his opponents, but what has his opponents done to make him so worthy of a shot? Dude, it should not be Paddy for a title shot. Nobody's asking that. But it shouldn't be Max Arman. Because Max just fucking went 5 rounds. Why can other humans vote the same amount of effectiveness as I can? I don't even vote, and you guys do. You don't even think. There's no thought in your dumb fucking head. Marcos Mosquia. Appreciate the $10, dude. Max just fucking went 5 rounds with Poirier. Don't start making Max versus Arman now for the winner against Ilia. We have Arman Pimblett. That's the fucking fight to make. Simple as that. Max Oliveira at the end of the year, and then do Gaethje versus Hooker. These are the ways to match up the lightweight division. Don't start throwing in it should be Max Arman. And let's have Arman wait until December, until he fights in a title elimination bout. And then let's have Ilia Topuria wait until December to see who wins that. And then wait 6 months after that until July next year to defend his belt. Think in your head a little bit, you dumb, stupid fuck. Oil me up, Guru. No, thank you for the $5. DDP BJJ defense is not good. He gives his neck, and the way he tries getting up is not good. Rewatch the fights. Okay, but he won't try doing that against Khamzat Chimaev, will he? Thank you very much for the $5. Yeah, when someone's getting up against Derek fucking Brunson, they're not getting up against Khamzat Chimaev, so it's a little different. There's so many arguments for Chimaev winning. You're just making all the wrong arguments, like you have no understanding of the sport. Thank you for the $2 Canadian, Daniel. I appreciate you. Do you agree with Max over Charles in the ranks? Yeah. Why is chat trying to correct you on everything? So sorry. I'm ill, so they're trying to get their wins on me. How does Ian Gary versus Sharon Magomedov go? Ian Gary would probably grapple to a win. Maybe. I don't know, though. He might lose. And Ariel's nose is crazy. It's a big nose. It is. Impression of Paddy calling Arman a posh sausage. You fucking posh sausage, lad. You're a fucking sausage, lad. Can you ask Colby what the fuck he's doing with his career? I think he's done and he's 1 foot out. I feel like Ribovic won his last fight, and I hate that they got him in the Apex. He should be at crowded events. I know Ribovic should be a crowded event only type fighter. And Nasrat arguably beat him, I will say. Impression of Dana announcing on IG Live booking the Cameroonian Evil Knievel, aka Francis Ngannou on a moped for Friday before a pay-per-view instead of Power Slap. It's the Cameroonian Evil Knievel. Instead of him disappearing, your family members do as they cross the street. Thank you for the 5. Impression of Bully Aspinall pressing Chandler for calling him a big goober. Your fucking bloodline ends with you, mate. So who's the fucking goober now, you cunt? So what did he say? Aspinall really posted a video on his YouTube channel featuring Pimblett, and he had his own theory as to why Chandler's struggling. It's a bad fight IQ. It's weird because he's obviously a really fit guy, but if you do a sprint for 5 minutes, no one's going to be fit, are they? He just goes out there, he throws from here, swinging everything he does. is picking up full blast. It's mad for someone who has that many fights. I'm just surprised. There you go. I was watching him thinking there's no way Paddy loses to this guy. I know a lot of people were saying online he's a tough fight for Paddy. I thought easy fight for Paddy. And it was pretty easy. So what did Chandler say? Didn't that big goober say this like 3 years ago? And then waited as long for John as I did for Connor? No, nowhere near. It was about a year. You waited for 3 years. Your bloodline ends with you, dude. No one gives a fuck about you. You'll be forgotten to the annals of history. Thousands of years down the drain. Thousands of years of evolution ends at him. Impression of Aspinall. Already read it. What happened to the US summer trip? I don't know. I'm losing my... I'm too ill, dude. I shouldn't be speaking online. I'm saying outrageous stuff here.